Today, we're diving into a story that's unfolding all across America, but maybe not quite on this scale. We're looking at Wesley Chapel, Florida. We're going to explore how a place once known for, farmland and ranches became this blueprint for the modern suburb, and what we can all learn from its absolutely explosive growth.
So, here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll get into the incredible boom that really put Wesley Chapel on the map. Then we'll see who's moving in and what exactly is pulling them there. We'll explore how its economy has been completely reimagined and, of course, look at the quality of life. We're talking schools and safety. And finally, we have to get into the challenges that come with this kind of growth and what the future might hold.
All right, first up, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this transformation. This isn't just a story about a town getting bigger, it's about it becoming something else entirely.
This one number, it really says it all. Since the year 2000, the population of Wesley Chapel has just exploded by over 600%. I mean, think about that. That's not just growth. That's like dropping a brand new city right in the middle of a rural area. This is the engine behind everything else we're about to talk about.
And this growth has completely rewritten the community's story. I mean, it went from a place nicknamed Gatorville, you can just picture it, right? Wide open ranches and a wild feel, to a sleek, modern economic engine that is a major player in the entire Tampa Bay region.
So, what's really fueling this incredible growth? Who are all these people moving to Wesley Chapel, and what are they looking for? Well, the data gives us some really interesting clues about the new suburban dream that's taking shape right here.
The first thing that just jumps right off the page is the money. The median household income here is a lot higher than in the nearby city of Tampa. We're talking over $32,000 higher. That tells you right away that Wesley Chapel is a magnet for a more affluent population, which of course has a huge ripple effect on everything else.
And when we dig in a little deeper, the picture gets crystal clear. The population is younger than the Florida average, the households are bigger, and it's a very highly educated community. All of this points to one key demographic: young, professional families.
Now, to keep up with all this demand, the housing market basically had to reinvent itself. So forget those old cookie-cutter subdivisions where every house looks the same. The new standard here is these massive master-planned communities that use a multi-builder model. This creates instant competition and choice right inside the neighborhood. It means you, as a buyer, can walk around and compare tons of different floor plans, prices, and styles all in one place.
You know, with the market moving this fast, it can be a lot to take in. So if you happen to be looking at Wesley Chapel and need some expert guidance, here's a great local resource for you.
So you have all these new residents moving in. How does the economy even keep up? Well, that's the next incredible part of this story. Wesley Chapel has gone from being a classic bedroom community, a place people commute from, to a place with its own really powerful economic identity.
The local economy actually has a nickname: Meds and Malls. And honestly, it's the perfect description. We've seen these enormous investments in two key areas: world-class healthcare and high-end, destination-style shopping centers.
And the main thing to understand is that healthcare is the real powerhouse here. The Spirals FL Hub, anchored by the world-renowned Moffitt Cancer Center, is just this massive project that's creating thousands and thousands of high-paying jobs. And of course, all those new employees and residents need places to shop and eat, which is exactly why you're also seeing these huge retail centers pop up.
But for a lot of families, right, the decision to move isn't just about jobs or having a nice mall nearby. It's about quality of life. And when we look at the numbers on schools and safety, this is where Wesley Chapel really starts to shine.
The school system is a huge draw. I mean, it's one of the top reasons families say they're moving here. The area has a bunch of highly rated public schools, and there's even an A+ rated charter school that's considered one of the best in the entire state.
And then you have the safety factor. I mean, just look at these numbers. They are pretty dramatic. The total crime rate at Wesley Chapel is just a fraction of the state and national averages. It's really no exaggeration to say it's one of the safest communities of its size in the country.
Okay, but this kind of hypergrowth, it doesn't happen without some serious growing pains. And that's where we see the biggest challenge for Wesley Chapel today: the struggle to keep up with its own success.
And this is the question. This is what's on everyone's mind, whether you're a longtime resident or someone just thinking about moving here. It's the one question that's going to define the next chapter for this community.
And if we're being honest, right now the answer is a pretty loud no. The infrastructure is definitely struggling to keep pace. Traffic is by far the biggest complaint, especially around what locals call the choke point, this spot where the main roads all slam into the interstate. It can be a real nightmare.
And here's another, more subtle growing pain. It's this search for a heart, a central identity. For all its brand new developments and giant shopping centers, Wesley Chapel doesn't really have a single central downtown, a walkable main street. There are places trying to be that, but a true town square hasn't really emerged just yet.
So where does Wesley Chapel go from here? How does it make that leap from being a boon town to a mature, truly sustainable community? Let's talk about what's next. Navigating a community that's changing this fast really requires some local expertise. So if you need help with Wesley Chapel, Florida, whether you're thinking about buying, selling, investing, or even just trying to figure out the area, you might want to reach out to Jim Ong with the Hanong team. They're a local, professional resource that can really help you make sense of it all.
So here's the bottom line. The next decade for Wesley Chapel is all about one thing: playing catch-up with itself. It has all the right pieces for amazing long-term success, but its future is going to be defined by how it handles this incredible growth. And that leaves us with this one big question. As it matures, will Wesley Chapel become the ultimate blueprint for modern suburbia, or will it be a cautionary tale of growing too fast, too soon?